Today we're taking a look at screenshots for FS25. We got pictures of the USA map, animals, and even the pre-orders. So sit back and relax and let's do it. Let's start with some screenshots you may not have seen yet. These were released to a select number of partners on announcement day, and we've even talked about them on the podcast. As you can see, the American map is looking absolutely beautiful, and there's plenty of water. Let's start our breakdown with this screenshot right here. This is a grain elevator. However, if we zoom in a little bit, we could see that it is very broken. But with a little research, we can go back to the blog and see that Giants mentioned construction missions. Now, I don't know about you, but this definitely looks like it needs to be constructed. If we zoom in, it also looks like there's some other parts that may be either broken or maybe I'm just seeing those parts wrong. But this, the grain elevator, definitely needs to be something. Maybe this is somewhere where we can bring like wooden planks. We have those in the game already. Maybe we bring the wooden planks here, and then once it's completed, we can use it. That'd be nice. This would maybe kind of work similar to the way that the roller coaster worked. All we had to do was build it and then we could use it, but this would be a little bit better than just being able to ride a roller coaster, what was it, 100 times or 50 times, and then you got super strength. Oh yeah, if you didn't know that, there's super strength in Silver Run Forest. Check it out. I made a video on it. For anything else with this screenshot, of course, we've got a little road on the left-hand side, the pathway going in. This looks like a grain elevator that we've seen before, probably all the way back since like FS 17 or 15. Similar style, but it does look like it's a new model. If we zoom in on the back end, of course, we can see multiple different setups for rail tracks and things like that. And if we zoom in real close on the back end, we can kind of see a building, but it doesn't seem like there's anything special about it for now. So there you go. There's screenshot number one. Moving on, the Central Cafe. Honestly, this one's kind of because it doesn't really tell us anything other than the fact that it doesn't look like there's interiors on here either. If we zoom in on the windows, it kind of looks like there could possibly be an interior, but it also looks kind of flat at the same time. They've done a good job of giving it some depth, but if you remember in, well, all previous farming simulator games, Giants really haven't used interiors much. And I think if we zoom in on this house, it's going to be a very similar story as well. Can't really see much. Of course, we are quite far away. For everything else on this screenshot, it's kind of nice. We've got some rolling hills in the background on the left-hand side, on the left of the building. The building itself looks kind of neat. I like that it says classic American food. Are there buildings that say classic American food on American buildings in the United States? I've never seen that, but hey, it is what it is. And we've got a nice road going through, but again, not a whole lot here. Maybe a new tree type with that white tree on the left-hand side? Not sure. We should be getting new trees and things like that. Oh yeah, and we have a water tower, and we zoom in real close. We can see some new birds. I think. I have no idea. Get out of here, birds. Then we get brought to this. Now we have fog and things like that that are going to be added with Giants Engine 10, and I think this does a really good job of showing that. Now, we do have what some would call ray tracing coming through, but I think more realistically, we can expect to see God rays, which are a little bit different than ray tracing, although I am not a knowledgeable authority on either, so I just know that we are not getting ray tracing. For everything else around here, we've got a nice water effect. Water's been an interesting thing around Farming Simulator in the past. However, this is looking very good. If we zoom in a little bit more, we could see what appears to be a dam or something like that, something where the water is being channeled out. It looks like also one of the areas is open there. Maybe this water's flowing out into a river or something like that, or maybe that's what that is. Maybe that area right in there is the river. I don't know. We can also zoom in and we see some stuff around the outside, like maybe that's a houseboat or something like that, or boathouse. Which one is it? I don't know. And then we've got a farm right here, a barn. Looking good, man. It's looking very good. This is certainly maybe a late summer or early autumn, something like that. Trees changing was a big deal in Farming Simulator 22, and I think they're going to enhance that even further. Again, similar story with our next screenshot, the next to last one. This is showing us, I think, a very similar time of year because, well, that tree is brown. So it's dying, or at least the leaves are. And here we get maybe a little bit more water down there at the very bottom. We can see a log that we can go across. Again, another area down here that's going to be regulating the water. And then we also have a gate, which is nice, and a small pathway. I don't believe we have any purple flowers, so those purple flowers I think are going to be brand new for this. And then way up here into the trees, we've got a house, which we know nothing about. I think there's just pretty. I don't think it really means much. One thing that does catch my eye that most of you may have missed is the rocks. They look really, really good with this. And the low-lying fog as well right above the water. This is looking very nice. A lot more dynamic with the weather effects, whether that be inclement weather or just beautiful weather, or, you know, it's kind of foggy in the mornings. This is nice. This is the last screenshot I've got of the United States map. In here again, we can see more waterways, or I guess I should say what I think is the USA map. It says map English, so I'm not sure on the file name. Nonetheless, in here, there's a lot that we can see. We've got a barge, we've got a couple different boats, we've got an area that we can park a boat. Can we park boats? We should be able to park boats. I feel like we should have boats in Farming Simulator. I know it's not Boat Simulator, it's Farming Simulator, but there's one less thing to ask for, I guess, in the end. And then we have a massive grain area here on the left-hand side. I don't think that this is the same grain area that we saw earlier, as the elevator is just not present here unless we build the elevator. But then I didn't remember seeing any water either. I don't know. One thing we do have here is, I believe, either a road or more railroad tracks. We've got a bridge, and it's a nice bridge. I like that. This gives us a lot, but we just don't really know a lot. Do we have barges that we can control? Do we have boats that we can control? Is that a sell point? Is that one of our grain areas where we could store our grain? What does it do? I can look at it and see what it is. But what is it in the game? Oh yeah, and you could see really, really closely wherever this is taken. We've also got some stairs on the bottom right-hand corner. But again, I don't know what they're for. So now we move over to the initial announcement screenshots. These are ones that were available on day one that everyone could have seen. But I do want to kind of go over these a little bit because there's some fun stuff in here. It's starting with the Case IH Axle Flow AF11. So excited about this. This does, to me, look like a MacDon header, but it is branded as Case. Apparently, MacDon makes some or all of the Case IH headers, at least here in the United States. So that's pretty cool. At least that's what I've been told. It's beautiful. I don't know. I love this machine. Ever since I heard that the CR11 was coming to the game, I was really excited about this as well. I love New Holland, but I'm a Case boy at heart. As for the crop, I'm assuming this is wheat or barley, something like that. I will say this much. It does look really nice. I love the stubble that we've got in the background. It's kind of hard to see because most of it's out of focus, and I can't really zoom in that far. I'm on 4K monitor. What are you going to do? I guess we could zoom in here as well, but that's not really stubble. That's the crop itself. But the crops do look better, a lot better. And also, if we zoom in here, we could see dirt, just small little particles of dirt on everything. So this makes everything look really, really nice, kind of lived in. It's not too dirty, but it's dirty enough in like the right ways. You can also see that on the combine itself. When we zoom in right here, again, it's a little bit blurry, but it looks really good. Nice and dirty the way you would expect. It's a big combine, so I'm very excited. Most of the time, the large combines are a little bit too big for base game maps, so hopefully, very soon, we'll be getting some modded maps where we can play on those. Next, we're back looking at those fog effects and the way that the sun interacts with it, and the way that it just lays right over the ground. Now, this, I don't know if this is the American map or if this is the East Asian map. I'm assuming this is the American map. We'll probably just have to wait and see. Again, really great detail on the rocks here. The water looking very good there. We've had quite a few different water named maps, and because water's been shown in like every screenshot we've gotten, I'm kind of guessing this is probably going to be water-based as well. Aquatic map. We've got a nice shed here on the left-hand side. And again, beautiful trees. The fog really makes things hazy off in the distance. We have a really nice the bridge. Called a bridge. There you go. How did I forget what that was called? Oh well. And something else that I've noticed as well is the sky. I love a little bit more cloudiness, but completely random or all blue, the Carolina blue sky, stuff like that. I'm okay with that too. The sky's nice. It looks really good in screenshots when I'm doing thumbnails, but otherwise when I'm in game, to be completely honest, for me, the sky doesn't matter too much. Now, if it's raining, that's going to be a different story. And now we get into the fun stuff. So we have Missouri, the ProTilt 4TX. This is a new company to Farming Simulator based out of the UK. And you can see right here, they have their no-till drill going in the ground. We have a direct drilling. You kind of see how do I explain this? Almost everything's done with textures, and the texture that they use on the ground can sometimes look great and can sometimes look a little bit flat and boring. I think this looks a little bit flat and boring, but also I don't know how I would make it better, so I'm not sure if that's a correct or a really good way to criticize that. However, it would be nice if it, I don't know, just looked a little bit better than that. Yeah, that's just me. As far as the machine goes, we're in game right now, so if it looks this good, I'm going to be very happy, like really, really happy. You can see the fan, the detail on the inside of the machine. Not only that, but also we have a nice Carolina blue sky now coming out. We've also got a really interesting thing here in the middle. You see like these little black dots right here? That's not coming from the exhaust, which is right here, so I'm not sure what's up with that. We do have new beacons, so we have got some really nice LED beacons in there. And then again, that Pro Till. As far as the background goes, it looks like we've got a wooden shed, very similar to what we got on Zelonka, so that's kind of nice. And I will also give a shouty outy to whoever modeled this machine. It looks incredible. Something else we really haven't focused too much on, but you can kind of see our character, maybe get some ideas on some new customization and things like that. Now, this has been a very, very popular screenshot that's been shared around a lot. I've even used this for a few things as well. This is your Klaus Zarian. Loving this thing. This is the newer model of it. It's got a big old weight on the front of it. Doesn't look like it's 3-point, at least from this angle right here. We've got the tracks on there, but it doesn't look like they're Terra tracks, the regular TT that they normally use. These are just a little bit different, but I am digging this. I can't remember, do we have a version like this with tracks in the game, or is it just wheels? I don't remember. Yeah, they're at the top left of your screen. The Zarian 5000, no tracks. I'm sure there's a mod I'm forgetting about, so if there is, please let me know. Regardless, I think the underlying thing there is, I'm excited about this. It's very different, it is unique, and it is an absolutely beautiful machine. We can also see a couple other things in the background. I believe we're on the American map here again still. We've got wheat or barley, something like that off in the distance. We've also got a little barn, which is cool. We've got some type of elevator or silo system off in the distance. A lot of clouds, very thick clouds, and you may also be able to see a low-lying fog, just kind of a haze that's sitting across. Again, I don't know how much they have modified this screenshot. They could have added some colors or this and that. It would be nice, especially with Giant Software screenshots and press material, things like that, if it was just click in the game and be done. This doesn't look like it's in-game footage, and if it does look like this when we're in the game, hey, screenshots are about to go up. Heck yeah, man. There's also a few exclusive screenshots that, as far as I've been able to find, they're only available on Epic Games. This is your, well, not little baby cow. It is one of your dairy cows. We've got a lot of detail on here. I'm hoping it doesn't look this, I don't know, it's just interesting. Hopefully in the game it's a little bit different, but I don't know how I'll change it. Nice barn in the background. It would be really cool if we can use this barn. And then we got a small little windmill there. Also in the background, way off here in the distance, a lot of people have asked, what is that? What is that? What is that? Well, that looks like it's going to be a silo system. This is not a machine, nothing like that. I've gone in on a separate occasion with another content creator, and we enhance the heck out of it. Just enhance. And all we got was a silo system or some type of grain processing plant. That's all we got out of that. The grass looks interesting here as well. The grass is very different in the pasture compared to out of the pasture, whether that's grass over there on the left-hand side of the cow's face, or maybe that's going to be a different green crop. I'm not sure. It looks like it's grass because it's got some flowers in it. So the grass in the pasture, a little bit thicker, higher, different than it is outside. And again, some new trees. Oh, and maybe a new fence as well. Oh yeah, fences. I totally forgot those were a thing. Hopefully we have the same fence setup that comes back. I love the way fences are done now. Here's another exclusive, which I think it was on Epic Games only. This is just another shot at that Zarian. Again, absolutely beautiful. I believe we've got some kind of bednar or something like that on the back. I'm trying to figure out what that is, but I'm not actually sure what it is. So hey, if you know what's on the back of that, let me know. More customization for our character, but to be fair, it looks exactly like the other characters, so they may have taken these all at the same time. We are definitely on top of some crop stubble here. It's getting maybe a little bit later in the year. Things are getting a little bit more brown than you would see in the summertime. The trees still look very good, which is nice to see. And then off here on the left-hand side, We've got a place where I think this is for an animal pen, because that is where you get slurry out of. So that's, I mean, kind of cool. And then we've also got a little barn on the right-hand side there. We've got the road, everything. I mean, it's looking good. I got to give you this, man. Farming Simulator 17 to 19, I thought was a really big change and a big difference. And 19 to 22, again, I thought was a really big difference. And one of the things I've always been excited about was the quality change, how it looked from one game to the next, the graphic improvements, things like that. I like playing at 4K at max settings. This gets me excited about playing 4K at max settings, or maybe even bumping it up to 8K and downsampling in post. That'll be fun. All right, let's move on. Gotta fix my hat. Keeps coming off. Next, we got MacDon pre-order bonuses, baby. Let's go. Now, I am so excited about MacDon. You have no idea. MacDon's one of my favorite brands. And then when we got Swathing from BC Bueller Farms as a mod, I just lost it. Loved it. Anytime I'm playing, I like doing swathing. I do a lot of playing off screen as well as on screen. Trying to change it a bit, but yeah, man, let me tell you what, there's a lot to break down here, including the equipment. So of course we have the MacDon tractor that we're going to be getting, the M1240. Now we've also got the R216 SP, which is our mower here. At first I thought maybe like this over here on the right hand side below my big old head, I thought that that was like darker grass and maybe that this was conditioning it or something like that. I don't know if this is the grass texture or if this is the hay texture. I have no idea. I hope that it's one of them, I guess. Obviously through here we also get to see the grass textures themselves. So here is our grown grass texture, and then we can zoom in a little bit under the machine and see our mown grass texture. But not only that, along to the outside, also it looks like we have the exact same dude. So I think one guy at Giants was like, all right, I'm going to jump in and take some screenshots. We can see a building off in the distance a little bit to the left. In the center of the screen now, we can see another either grain elevator, some type of silo system, something like that. Kind of neat that we're seeing big systems like that. A little bit off in the distance, we got some power lines, trees, things like that. And again, the sky is a little bit different. Oh, is that a bird? I think I found a bird. It's out there. But I think it's a bird. Nonetheless, this is the first shot of MacDon. Here's one you may not have seen. This is the same setup, but we also have now a swathing head. So this can go through, cut our grain crops, things like that, and then swath it towards the middle. I also hope that this works for grass. That has yet to be seen. We're basically getting two versions of this head. One of them is for the 1240. The other one's going to be, or some very similar version is going to be for combines, to be able to use the header with combine harvesters. This one is obviously for swathing. Again, something you should be familiar with because we have it in the game now, at least as a mod. We can see the cut crop texture there. We can see the swath down the middle. And actually, this is interesting. It looks like the swath is like full. You can actually see like the whole crop because all this does is cut it and then put it in the middle for the pickup head to come through later on. So this is very cool. As far as I could tell, this is also being done in the exact same field as the grass. So I think they just like dev controlled it and were like, it's wheat now. And a couple more. These are around towards maybe the barn that we saw off in the distance or something like that. This looks to be the exact same barn there. Again, we get to see the machine, same character in there. We do have like warning stickers and stuff, so that's kind of nice. Also, I got to sit in one of these whenever I was at Llama, so that was a lot of fun. Go check out that vlog if you haven't seen it already. As far as looking inside the barn goes, it looks like we've got maybe some hay lofts up there, way up into the top, and then at the bottom we've got some barn doors and things like that, and then maybe a big hay loft up at the top. I'm hoping to see that. Off and to the right hand side, we've got what I think is some type of animal pen, and then maybe I don't actually know what those white fence things would be. Is that a crush or something like that? I have no idea. I don't know anything about cattle farming except for what I know about it in Farming Simulator. I'm a digital farmer, not a real life farmer. Other than what we can see with the sky and the trees and maybe the different ground textures here as well. It's probably not something we focused on a lot, but we do have some new gravel and maybe some dirt and just stuff, textures on the ground. Oh, and the barn as well. The barn looks like it needs to be painted. Wonder if we can do that. That'd be pretty cool. Here's kind of the same thing, but just from a different angle. Same dude, same, is this a tractor? I don't know, this is kind of like a tractor, right? harvester. I don't know. Same barn. We can kind of see through just a little bit here on the right hand side. We can see maybe a beehive or something like that. There's also a fence back there, but there's nothing in the barn right now. And then we've got houses right here off on the left hand side. Again, I don't think we're going to be able to get in there, but there are a lot of them. So I hope they're useful in some way, shape, or form. But again, unfortunately, nothing new or different with the screenshot compared to the last one. Oh, hang on. Maybe a little bit. There's some building materials over here. I'm just seeing this right now. Maybe we're able to build some stuff. You can't. There's no reason for that to be there unless it's decoration. And Giants doesn't decorate stuff quite that intense for no reason. What do you think? Let me know. And that brings us to our last topic. This is the gold New Holland CR11. Couple things we can see here. We can see that this is using, I believe, the exact same header that the case was, the AF11. However, this has been branded as New Holland as well because, well, New Holland case, CNH, case New Holland, same company basically. So you're going to see the exact same stuff, just colored a little bit differently. Gold is actually a pre-order bonus, and if we go check out the pre-order stuff, it shows Farming Simulator 25 bonus pre-order now to get the Macton pack for free. But if you keep reading, it doesn't say anything about the New Holland, but the New Holland is right there. If we click around a little bit, we can also check out Mac. It looks like the New Holland is there as well. However, when I click on the PlayStation 5, it's not showing, nor is it showing on the Xbox Series version. And of course, it's not releasing on old gen consoles, so no use in going further down. New Holland CR11 Gold Edition's also not being shown in the DLC page, only the Macton pack. So there's still a little bit that we don't know about this. Of course, it does come in the collector's edition for PC. I imagine we're going to be able to get this on console as well. Just unfortunately right now, I don't know how. If we break this screenshot down a little bit more, of course, we can see a different person in the driver's seat, but wearing the exact same thing. The combine itself is looking very good. Of course it does. And then if we kind of go around towards the backside, we can see a little bit that somebody missed. I see you. You missed a little bit. And then also way off in the distance, we get maybe a little building or something like that. I wonder if that's the outside of the map because it's not finished. But over here, we get a Horman building. So that's going to be coming back to the game. It was first released in Farming Simulator 22 and now is coming back. But I can't really see much else that way. It is a beautiful machine, though. I love this thing. Another great screenshot here. I believe it's taken at the exact same place. We can see a little bit more. We've got some stickers around towards the back side. Still can't really see the side of the combine very much, but we do get a lot more detail. Speaking of detail, if we zoom in, we can really see some detail on the combine harvester. You got that CR11 right there. It just looks good, dude. It looks really good. Anything else that we could really see here? Maybe some crops or some type of something off in the distance, and yeah, the sky. Maybe a little building way over here. Actually, that looks like that little houseboat that we saw in one of the earlier screenshots. Okay, I see it. Oh, and we also got what I think is like a house or maybe a boat there as well. Kind of hard to break through, but yeah, very neat. And our last screenshot, man, it's come all the way down to this. This again, taken in the same place. I believe that's the Horman building right there. Exact same stuff, same dude in the driver's seat. We've got Michelin tires, which look phenomenal. Love the Michelins on here. Same crop, same everything. But now we can see from the side, Macton. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty shot. That may be the screenshot or the thumbnail for this video. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If you're looking for more information on Farming Simulator 25, I've also got breakdowns of the trailer, everything you need to know about, and dedicated videos to the blog, Year 1 Season Pass, and the Collector's Edition for PC. So check those out if you haven't seen them already. Hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you saw that I left out, please let us know down in the comment section below. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you later.